DD214 Gaming Podcast is for mature audiences only. Any videos, music, or entertainment not originating from DD214 Gaming is used and covered under Section 107 of the Copyright Act of 1976, also known as Fair Use. Opinions expressed are our own and do not represent any DoD or U.S. government entities as a whole. This podcast is for entertainment purposes only. Viewer and listener discretion is advised. You are no longer alone now, because we have you.
Thank you. Hey, thank you. No. Thank you. Thank you.
All right. We appreciate it.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much and welcome.
Fucking
Man.
How about
it's the end of the year.
Yeah.
It's the last. Well, what's interesting is that the Christmas episode is technically the last episode of the year. And this is our first episode
of the new year.
New year.
Correct. This will be that is correct. Yes.
And as you guys are seeing it, you guys are watching it on Sunday. We're doing this on Friday because we need to
we like time traveling. Yeah. And we like time traveling.
We also like R&R too after a while holiday.
That's actually one of the reasons amongst several reasons why we're pre-recording this is I'll be up bright and early to show up at Arrowhead to watch the Chiefs beat up on the Broncos, and hopefully the crowd will be nice to me. So yeah, that'll be fun. Joe, how was your week?
It was it was another week.
Yeah.
Just fucking enjoyed the holidays.
Yeah, I was gonna say week after Christmas.
Week after fucking Christmas. Got the kid, got my daughter Christmas evening. After we left the in-laws or the girlfriend's families, we picked her up from her mom, had her all fucking week. She goes home tomorrow morning.
Okay.
Just because I want to get a little bit tipsy on fucking New Year's Eve.
Nothing wrong with that.
And not trying to set bad examples for the children.
No, I think that's it's very responsible. Everybody, I have to ask, like, what are you sipping on right now?
This is a bourbon.
Okay.
It's from a distillery in Kentucky called Buffalo Trace. It's actually
familiar with Buffalo Trace.
So when the market isn't like it is right now, this is normally a $40 bottle.
Okay.
But because it's so hard to get a hold of, it's upcharged to $110 a bottle right now.
Oh my God, dude!
Oh,
how's that fucking $10 glass of fucking whiskey doing for you right now? Like freaking.
Oh, I have I have a bourbon budget each month, and this month I just happen to be able to get my hands on a bottle. I enjoy it. It's a good sip.
Joe, I want you to know there's nothing wrong with, and there's nothing to be ashamed of being a man of style and substance, my friend. Okay, don't ever apologize for having good taste, sir. Okay.
So that's the thing on my desk over here. That's slightly off camera angle. You can see the tops of a couple bottles right back here. Got a whole little bar set up, some new whiskey glasses that I got. These are double insulated, actually.
Oh, okay.
So
brings out the flavor.
It helps with that. You're not over pouring because it's not, a giant ass fucking actual section in the cup that the whiskey goes in, which helps me because sometimes I do like to make a stiff pour.
Well, I was gonna say, like, usually, when you you don't know you've over poured yourself until the next day, and that's like, and you're like, God damn it, like that was a little too much. You know what I mean? That was just a little too much.
These were actually one of the things I got for Christmas. So,
right on.
Funny story behind these whiskey glasses. My girlfriend's brother-in-law actually wanted a set, which I got him into drinking bourbons and stuff because he used to just beer and other liquors, never was a big bourbon drinker.
Hey, beer's good, man. Beer's good and stuff.
I love beer. Like, no problem with that. Well, he had these on his Christmas list and we got them for him. And I saw them and I was like, those are nice fucking glasses. I want a set. So her family was bugging the shit out of her trying to figure out what else to get me because my entire list was like socks, underwear, t-shirts, sweatpants. I make my own fucking money. If I want it throughout the year, I'm going to fucking buy it my damn self. I don't really do gifts and shit. So because I told her I wanted these, she told them, and then they ended up getting me a set without me even fucking knowing. So the only thing I didn't honestly know I was getting was these. And then I got a book, The Bourbon Bartender. So it talks about the history of bourbon. It has, I think it's like 50 different cocktails or some shit like that. Yeah, it says 50 on the cover.
That's fucking cool, dude.
That you can make with bourbons. So that's something I'm going through and like trying to figure out what sounds interesting, get the ingredients, try different types of bourbon cocktails with some of the cheaper stuff I have on the desk, like this bottle or this bottle. And then, of course, for those Sunday mornings when I'm still hungover, I've got my Marcy's Tears Ghost Pepper Vodka and a fresh, unopened thing of Bloody Mary mix. So, that way when I'm hungover and we're doing a live episode again, once we get into the new year.
Right.
I can make me a damn pick-me-up drink in the morning. But yeah, no, my week has pretty much consisted of spending time with the kid. I haven't played many fucking video games.
Did you have a good week? Did you have a good week? Okay. Yeah. I think that's the most important part. Like that's really week. What, that's what we want to hear, that you had a little bit of a good week,
My senior lead for work, he was out on vacation this week, so it was kind of a little bit of an off week too because I didn't have my main go-to to just sit there and bullshit with during the work day. But it was a slow week at work, everybody either coming back from Christmas break or they took the week off for their, Christmas into the New Year break and shit. Started brewing my own first batch of beer, which was another part that I got for Christmas.
I remember when you told us you got that. I was really excited for you. Like, are you kind of excited to try this process out and see what it kind of amounts to?
So I'm interested to see. So I've tried homebrew kits in the past.
Okay.
And back when I first started trying them, back in my early 20s, the kits were it came with all the fresh ingredients. You had your hop packets and you had to boil everything down and like every step of the process.
Right.
This one's a real simple kit that's got these cans that have the wort already in it. So
that bitch is sweating.
All of that shit's already boiled down into a concentrate. And all you really do is you take and put 2 quarts of cold water into the fermentation tub. You boil 4 quarts of water. You add the wort to the hot boiled water. Then you add everything in here. You let it cool down between a certain range. And then you add the yeast packet on top. Let it sit for 7 days. After 7 days, you bottle it. You let it sit in the bottles with it says just regular granulated table sugar for another 7 days, so it actually gets the carbonation. And then you can throw it in the fridge and start drinking it after it chills after 24 hours.
Are you doing specific flavors?
I pulled the lid off one time to smell it earlier today, and it definitely smells like fucking beer at this point.
No shit. That's
like when I first put everything in here, it didn't smell that appetizing. But now you can smell the alcohol coming off of it.
How long ago did you start the process?
I started it last Sunday.
So it has already been a week then. Okay.
It'll be officially a week.
Days. Okay.
Even around about 9 o'clock the night of this Sunday.
Okay.
So
is there a specific flavor that you're doing?
So this one is a oatmeal stout. I decided because the kit came with 3 different flavors. So it came with an oatmeal stout, an IPA, and then a Pilsner.
Are you a fan of oatmeal stouts?
So I like oatmeal stouts when it's cold weather.
I like
the way I look at it is stouts are your cold weather beer. You're sitting around a fucking bonfire with the guys. It's cold outside. Stouts are that thicker, more beefier.
I envy you.
Anyways.
I envy you for like still having like a sense of taste. You know what I mean?
Like, this is very interesting to hear like the actual passion.
Yeah,
of alcohol making from you, Squillini. It's actually kind of cool because
you're you legitimately sound like you have a definitive interest in the subject.
Yeah, I've heard you talk about a lot of things that you enjoy, but like you have like a full on like blast knowledge about what you're doing right there.
Dude, do you guys want to open a bar?
I blame my alcoholism for that, John. I blame my alcoholism.
Do you guys want to open a bar? We should open a bar and like let the mafia like fucking like launder money through it.
I'm okay with that.
I got a couple cousins that might finance it.
I got a couple cousins too.
With the last name like Squillini, you've got a couple fucking cousins that'll finance that shit. So I mean, it's
stereotypes are based on reality sometimes. What are you gonna do? Okay, what are you gonna fucking do?
I mean, that's the thing. I can't be mad at The Sopranos. The Sopranos is my fucking family, pretty much.
We'll take business from gangs too.
Yeah,
but the thing is,
if you're anywhere on the streets, just fucking hit us up. Okay, we're veterans for hire. Okay, we're not exactly the A team. Okay, so don't be fucking looking for some crazy shit. All right, like, but
no, we're more like fucking C or D squad. We're nowhere near fucking A. Like, we're halfway through the fucking alphabet at this point. If you're calling us, you're really screwed if fucking A through Z haven't fucking fixed the problem.
Did you ever see that? What was that South Park episode where like Stan turned 10? And he went to that fucking group that like had the same promises because he had like where he just didn't give a shit about anything, and like it was just like this like lame like Morpheus, like when they came in and all they did was get drunk. So like when they came in to like save the day at the end, they all just ended up like.
Well, see, and that's kind of where I was going to go with like John saying I've got these tastes for stuff like this and a passion. What really caused it was...
I have a taste for oatmeal. I like oatmeal.
Well, I like fucking oatmeal too, but that, doesn't make you an oatmeal aficionado.
No, I'm a pizza aficionado. We know this.
Oh, no, we fucking know that. Like, you're the guy that'll eat pizza for fucking breakfast.
No. We just heard it. John, since he just fucking had a drink out of like $110 goddamn bottle fucking bourbon right there. I want you to tell our listening audience about the fucking pre-rolled joint you fucking have and what it's fucking made of, please. Like, I want to hear this shit.
So for New Year's, and guys, I'm in New Jersey.
Disclaimer: it is legal there.
You don't give a fuck if it isn't. Like this. Yeah. Our podcast is not about that. There's a disclaimer for a reason, Joe. Okay.
So here we got this thing called.
Sorry.
Cannabis diamond. They look like cornflakes or whatever.
Cannabis diamond? You say cannabis diamond?
Diamonds, yeah, diamonds.
They
look like little cornflakes, and they're stuffed into the cannabis, and then it's rolled into the flower of the cannabis, which is put into a joint, which is wrapped in keef.
for our listeners who are not as plussed up in the cannabis game, what is keef?
Keef is pretty much the extra residuals of the cannabis that is used after you ground it up. It's the the good stuff, the terpenes, the flavor, the seasoning, the salt, the pepper.
So you're basically smoking a joint made of a joint, made of like 3 different types of weed.
Yeah.
And it's like, so like when you get back from Saturn, okay, when you get back from Saturn,
don't give me any ideas, Squilini.
Like
don't give me any ideas.
I really have to know. Like I want to hear what it's like when you get back from Saturn. Okay, like let me know like how lifted off.
I've been.
Totally need a full fucking mission report after you smoke these fucking things.
No shit.
Did you? Well, let me. No I am sponsored. I am sponsored by Buds R Us, New Jersey company out here. Still trying to figure out where that's gonna go. But it, Buds R Us. Shout out. I actually doing a photography job for them in a few weeks. Listen. I've been to fucking Planet Z. I've been to Planet X the last couple days, all right? Let me tell you something. Look, a lot of veterans are open cannabis users, but we also gotta, also say the other side that it affects everybody differently.
That is correct, and I will 100% go on the record by stating that like it is also not a miracle drug by any stretch of the imagination. It's not a miracle drug. It is just that for some people it works very well.
And don't let people tell you it's not a gateway drug, because everything is a gateway drug.
Hey,
you can turn anything into a gateway drug.
Have you stepped outside your front door and just fucking looked around lately, dude? Like fucking the world is a gateway drug at this fucking point, dude. Like I wouldn't blame fucking anybody for fucking looking for a little bit of fucking rest and relaxation somewhere. Okay.
Absolutely.
Like, seriously. Yeah. I mean,
and that's the thing. Like, John has his cannabis. I have my liquor. Like, we all have our own fucking vices.
That's basically, yeah.
The thing is, as far as I'm fucking concerned, it's perfectly okay. Just because I sit here and I enjoy a nice glass of fucking whiskey every once in a while, more than once in a while, just the really nice ones I only enjoy once in a while because of it.
I know what you mean.
Not like Chris Bodette though, right?
Chris Bodette, yeah, like did you mention, dude? I can't.
I like 5 liters in one sitting, right?
Hey, stick around.
Was this the Sailor Jerry's incident? Is this what you're about to go into?
I was gonna say, stick. If you're watching the show live right now, stick around for about 15 or 20 minutes. We have something that John put together. We have a best of from the whole year. And I hope you guys are looking forward to it, because it's gonna be nice. Gonna be nice. It's gonna be fun.
I do need to talk about like a moment that didn't make it into the cut that was absolutely fucking hilarious.
What's that?
There was a moment we were talking about something. I don't remember if we were talking about sticking something up our asses or like going to the beach or something. But
both are equally talked about on this show, by the way. Like,
so,
don't be surprised.
You had done something where you had like arched your back,
just like.
Oh yes,
Squilini remembers that.
Remember now.
Remember that?
We picked on Jay hardcore after that fucking incident too.
Hey man, I ain't no fucking shame in my game, homie, dude. Like, there's a reason this back arches, homie. Fucking $20 is $20. Like, fuck out of here.
And I think that was your fucking exact response when we were giving you hell for the way you arched your fucking back that day.
Dude, I mean,
what it was like you turned wrong or something and it fucking something tweaked and you just like full fucking arch. Like,
dude, it looks like he's been doing it all his life.
Hey man, sometimes
he had that crescent angle. He had that crescent angle. He had that crescent angle in his back.
Haven't you guys ever seen like Urban Cowboy? Or like
no, but I'll tell you one thing.
Jay was just reenacting a scene from his favorite movie, Brokeback Mountain. Everyone,
there you go. Right, like that's what you're at, right? Like that's.
If Robin Hood had put his bow on Jay's back, it would be the perfect alignment.
If we did,
I'm sure Robin Hood's put his bow on Jay's back before.
That's what I'm like there's the rub right there, right? See, because like if we didn't inject some amount of like gay humor into the show, it wouldn't be a veterans fucking podcast. You know what I mean? Because like This is what comes with the territory is the gay humor.
Speaking
You
of
know what I mean?
which, because we were,
Uh-oh.
talking about fucking our 168s and shit for a second there.
Yeah.
I pissed my daughter off so bad earlier today.
Oh God, what'd you do?
I inserted
do?
gay humor into a fucking conversation. Now, again, my daughter is 12. And she's very supportive of the LGBTQ
Good for
plus
her.
community, which I mean,
We all
too.
are. Yeah,
but
that's
I
we all are.
jokingly, I made a gay joke.
joke. Yeah.
And she's like, "What are you, homophobic?" And my veteran brain didn't shut off for a second there, and just dead serious turned around and looked at her while we're in the car, and I said, "Yes." Which,
oh my God.
disclaimer, I am not everybody that is listening or watching this fucking episode after it airs.
God damn it. Dude.
I am not. It was just at that moment, she was pissing me off. I was trying to make a funny. She got mad at me. So I just turned around and, like, in dead seriousness, dead ass looked her in the eyes of the stoplight while I'm driving and said yes.
We like fucking with our kids sometimes. You know what I mean? What are you gonna do? We get our we're when you're a dad, like when you're a dad, the dad humor comes out, and when you're a veteran dad, they get veteran dad humor. You know what I mean? Which can be
Which another thing that kind of is pretty funny. So John saw my my daughter the other day, like Monday or some shit. We were talking on Discord and trying to clean out the closet in the office and shit. So the night when we went to dinner before.
Wait, what?
Such a good song.
Well, she's actually on a big Eminem kick now, so that kind of fucking is funny that you started singing fucking Eminem.
Hey, did you hear that? I just gave fucking Joe fucking Eminem PTSD. Did you hear that shit?
So we're at the restaurant for dinner. It's a little sports bar and grill up the road with the neighbors to have a couple beers, eat. Waitress takes everybody's order, gets to my daughter's last. John, you saw how short my daughter's hair was.
Yeah.
Walks up to my daughter and says, "And what can I get you to drink, sir?"
What'd you say?
I was like, "Ma'am." I just said "ma'am" out the side of my mouth while still looking at my neighbor across the fucking table. And we started cracking the fuck up laughing because I keep telling her she keeps her hair that short. She's going to keep getting mistaken for a boy.
It happened to
and
Ellen.
She just doesn't give a shit.
It happened to Ellen.
I mean, that's fine. She comes by it honest. Look at who her fucking father is. I don't give a shit. But at the same time, it was just funny that in that moment, because I think out of everybody at the table, the waitress was the most embarrassed.
Of course.
Because, like, after she got done taking my daughter's order, she walks over to me and she's like, "I'm so sorry. I thought your daughter was a boy." I said, "Don't worry. I think it sometimes too."
Oh, shit.
God damn it, dude.
All right, that wrong button.
Hey, listen, if she would let her fucking hair grow out, I wouldn't have to make a scene, okay?
I'm just fucking with you, brother. Dude. Like, it's all good, man. Like we all have our that's part of parenthood, right? Like that's like,
I mean, granted, it gave me some decent material to run off of.
Do you guys remember the fucking Parenthood movies with Steve Martin back in the day? You remember that shit?
Mm-hmm.
Like, did you guys see those when you were growing up?
Yeah.
Like that's like pretty much, right? Like this is Parenthood, dude. Like that's just a genetic thing. My
eyes are just small.
I mean, you never know which traits they're gonna inherit until friggin' they pop out the box, right? When the stork comes, and like, yeah. But that's that's kind of the cool part of watching them grow up too. Is like you start seeing like, oh yeah, you got like that's where your freaking eyes. That's where you got your eyes. That's where you got your hair. That's where you got. And sometimes it's like the grandparents. You know what I mean? Or like there was like a great uncle or a great aunt that had the same trait. But then, like nobody did until it came back down.
Or was part of it, or was part of a specific nationality that through time. Now I don't know what the correct word is, but kind of like through time, it through different marriages and through different family members, it went one direction or another.
Yeah, well, it's like what earlier this year when I got my ancestry.com, the DNA results or whatever. I'm like the vast majority is from the British Isles and mainly Ireland, right? And then
Mhm.
there's like there's like 7%, which was basically like just described as Scandinavian.
Yeah.
And then but there's like this one block, it's 11%, and it's northern Italian. And it's like where the shit did that come from? You know what I mean? Like, and it got past, bless you, and it got past like all the way down to wherever I ended up. You know what I mean? However I was conceived, right? Like that's like, it's just funny to like see those like like that's how that shit gets passed down, right? Like,
Yep.
really cool.
Yep. So yeah, let me 160. So in my 168, I got some reviews for you, boys.
Okay.
I am
What do
no
we got?
longer gonna be looking at a swastika anymore because I have finally finished The Man in the High Castle.
Oh my God! Fucking thank you. Fuck.
Ah, come on. No more talk about Hitler.
Yeah. Right. Yeah, because that man hasn't gotten enough fucking press, like, and since he's fucking been dead for like 70 goddamn years.
Yeah. So the show's over. I'm absolutely impressed with the show.
Okay.
It needed one more season. And
why do you say? Like, can I ask you like why you say that is without like
yeah. So to
you don't want to get spoilers or whatever.
Yeah. Well, I won't go into too many spoilers. You know what the show is about, an alternate timeline show. But it goes into the sci-fi realm when a set of tapes is discovered, and it's said that these tapes are part of a parallel universe of our world that we're in today, where Hitler died, we won the war, things like that. So it becomes a battle of how can we get to the portal? So it becomes a pretty much a master race between the Japanese and the Nazis to go into this other parallel universe. And for the Nazis, it's to invade the parallel universes, and for this one Japanese male, Tagomi, it's to fix everything.
Sounds fascinating.
Yeah.
So did they wrap it up too quick, in your opinion? Is that kind of where you're going with that?
So to me, I don't. So they.
Yeah, drink, John. Freaking drink, dude.
Yeah, because this is gonna get
Drink
interesting.
water.
Let's not forget he's getting ready to go into outer space, freaking like for New Year's. Okay, because I know like again we're pre-recording this, so like you guys have already had your New Year's Eve, and you're probably on your New Year's morning. Okay, sleeping it off or whatever. Yeah, John's probably still freaking like orbiting fucking like one of the moons of Saturn right now.
Yeah. Okay. So we're following a family, the Smith family, who an American and a U.S. Army captain turned high-ranking Nazi official, and he becomes obsessed after he becomes obsessed with these portals after a specific incident, which I'm not going to spoil.
Okay.
Through this, everyone finds out about the tapes and things like that. But
everyone, like what, like the public, or like what, like
the public?
Oh shit! So like, so it creates some fucking chaos and stuff.
It creates some tension. Yeah.
Yeah. The public knows, like, there's, hey, by the way, there's a fucking mirror universe over here, and we got access to it. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah. Now they had a rich set of characters, and it's from a book by Philip K. Dick. But now here's
of course it is.
Yeah.
Oh my
God. Now here's the thing.
It is.
Now I love every character, every group of characters, every faction. But we had this one group of characters called the Black Communist Rebellion, and they showed up in season 4. Now, I have no issue with the characters. My issue is with the writing, that there was no build-up to these set of characters at all, and they kind of just like put them in there with an all of a sudden storyline that they could have been going through for the last 3-4 seasons. And not once. I mean, we're talking about a big movement, a major movement. Okay, we're talking about angry civilians who want a piece of land to feel protected and safe. We're talking about communists who want to have a socialist lifestyle, and we're talking about a rebellion unit that just wants peace for all. And even inside the rebellion unit, there were some powerful stories that makes this group very rich, but there was no buildup to these characters. characters.
I see.
And there were even some characters that went missing for the show too, and you're kind of wondering, well, what the hell happened? One more season. They could have given me one more season to kind of tie up some things, or maybe another season to build up the BCR, because I
Okay.
think they were probably the best storied group that was written in the
Okay.
show. I love the BCR. They great arguments, great action, but where were they for the last 3 seasons when they could have written them in this whole time?
Sure.
So, I kind
On the
I
ten-
want I
on
yeah.
the 10-inch scale, like on the 10-inch scale, like where are you trending here?
So we're looking at 7. Okay, we're looking
7?
at 7. Yeah,
Okay. Well, that's okay.
great writing. The writer of the show himself said that he's been wanting to portray the book into a show or a movie for years. So he definitely knew what he wanted for this.
Have
And
you ever read Philip K. Dick?
no, but I've heard of many works of his that all of us have watched.
Yeah.
Westworld.
Do androids dream of electric sheep? You know, that's what became Blade Runner. And then Scanner Darkly, which was Keanu Reeves.
Scanner Darkly, yeah, that was a
Winona
Philip K.
Ryder
Dick
movie. That was
Really?
that was remember when they did like the rotoscoping,
Yeah.
where like they filmed it and then like did they kind of like the animation. What was the other movie back in the day? Waking Life. You ever see that shit?
Yeah, that's
Like-
exactly it. Yep.
Yeah, like fucking did that rotoscoping. That was actually kind of a cool movie too. Like,
Yeah, they
as I
did a
recall.
really good job. You know, the production of the show, fantastic. I've never watched a show be so green screen heavy, but make things look so good. Okay,
Okay.
production was great. Characters, as far as the main character, John Smith, you love him, you hate him, you feel bad for him. You don't know what to do with that character. But what a powerful show. 7 out of 10. But since now we have finished The Man in the High Castle, we've
Uh-huh.
swerved into Peaky Blinders, my friend.
Oh my fucking god! Are you serious? You finally watching
So-
fucking Peaky Blinders, dude?
So we're about 2-3 episodes in right now, and okay. First off, it's cool to see Cillian Murphy. I don't want to get into the things I read about his actions backstage. Apparently, he was a fucking dickhead backstage and hard to work with. But you know, that's Hollywood for you. Not my business. I'm here for the entertainment.
If he's like staying in character too, like if you've seen the show, I mean, he's not exactly
He's not the nicest person. Yeah.
he's not exactly the most personable individual. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like,
So-
so it's like you either you're either in with him or you are fucking not. You know
And
what I
that
mean?
is
Like,
something that I really enjoy about the show so far is the gang culture. I watch a lot of Vice News. I don't care if you judge me or not, but if you find me another news station that's going into the shit like they are, and I watch a lot of their documentaries about the gang culture and like gang life, and they get in there, man.
Yeah.
And so a lot of that stuff when you see it in the modern days, it's just like, you know, this is a tight knit group, and you're really curious about like learning about like who was that guy in Australia, that outlaw in Australia who
the goddamn! I know exactly.
he
Heath Ledger make a movie
the
about it?
farmer?
Yeah. Was that
um,
Heath Ledger in that movie?
No, that was Charlie
Heath Ledger.
Hunnam.
Who was it?
Charlie Hunnam.
Was it Charlie Hunnam?
Yeah. Charlie Hunnam portrayed him. I forgot the name of the guy.
Fuck was
Um,
in it? Like, hold on, I got this. Fucking keep talking.
You know, when you because I think about like during that time because he had a gang, he had a group of, you know, rebellious outlaws that
They were
rode
they
with
were
him.
killing. Oh, Ned Kelly. Fucking
Ned Kelly. So I kind I
Yeah.
kind of get that vibe, but then I'm looking at these there's a lot of nations in here. We're talking about Scotland, Ireland, English, all in a fucking bar, nonetheless, okay? All together in a bar.
Yeah.
And that this brotherhood gang culture, mafia-esque style in the early 1900s, it's
Yeah. Oh yeah. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
yeah, early 1900s, right after World War One. It's incredible. You know, you start the show off with a beautiful shot of Cillian Murphy riding on a horse, and you know, you already get the vibe like, okay, well, this dude's the hombre, you know, this is the guy right here. You don't want to fuck with this guy, you know. And I mean, because you know, I'm going into this blind, you know, no pun intended, And little did I know is that the name of the show is the name of the actual gang.
Right.
Sam Neill is in it.
Yep.
You know, well, one of the greats. He's one of the greatest actors, I say. You know, from Jurassic Park. He was also in some vampire movie too. It's good to see Sam Neill in action and actually using his voice for acting. It's really nice, especially. But man, I'm really enjoying it. The gang culture, the mud, all the mud. I really like. I told you, I'm a guy about production, and when I'm looking around, you could definitely tell that the shit was shot on location. You know.
Well, and you have to, not everything was fucking paved in the early 1900s. They did still fucking They did still utilize. A lot of people still utilized horses.
It was dirty back then.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, shit was very unhygienic at times. Yes.
No cars either. We're talking about a time with no cars.
They had cars, but they weren't as it wasn't
major.
Yeah, it wasn't all. It wasn't all cars back then. Well, not even fucking close.
Wait, was it the first car like 1919?
Like 19. No, it was early. It was like the early 1900s, 1910s, and then they didn't go. They started getting mass produced basically after World War One, but it wasn't. Cities didn't like just spring up with like paved roads overnight. Like that didn't. People were still using utilizing horses mainly, and carriages and shit like that. And then cars started to slowly kind of like take over basically.
Yeah.
And that's like both here in America and across the pond. Like it's both. Like, and then, once the automobile became cheaper and easier to do maintenance on than a fucking horse, which if you're not familiar with horses, they're creatures that weigh hundreds of pounds and fucking require lots of goddamn fucking maintenance. Okay.
And are abused to shit.
Yeah. So once cars became cheaper to fucking do that, like people started fucking swinging the direction of, purchasing automobiles. And
now people use horses for Central Park tours. So, what do you know?
Yeah. Yeah. So
apparently the first technical automobile was in 1769.
Holy shit. Did it use
which
steam?
Was steam powered.
I fucking knew it. Oh, I fucking knew it. Use steam. Oh, I fucking called I called that shit. I fucking called that shit. That's pre-industrial revolution shit right there. Good fucking good looks, Willini. Good fucking
Interesting. That's
what was can you keep scrolling? Like what was the like first like kind of like engine, combustible engine, or like what we would call like a car? You know what I mean? Like what was the first kind of like which one, like what year was that? Was it still in the 1800s?
Give me 1 second.
I'm really curious about that now.
So
everybody wants to fucking say Henry Ford and like 1914 shit, or it was something about like the assembly line. And but there were cars before this. Like it was like what you would call a rudimentary cars. But they
so 17th and 18th century was primarily steam powered.
Okay.
Well, 17th, 18th, and 19th century. 20th century was when steam powered right before World War II started changing over to the development of high-speed diesel engines in 1930.
Really? What was the
interesting?
What did the what about the Model T? What was that? What kind of engine did that have? And how far back are those cars?
Just scrolling through here.
I'm like legitimately curious now.
That is interesting.
We're pumping the fucking brakes on everything. I want to I'm digging here. Like
so Model T was 1908 to 1927.
1908. Okay, what kind of engine did that have, or what was the means of propulsion? Like
1 second to see here.
I'm really curious to see like how far back like this type of fucking automobile goes, because that was considered like the original American like automobile was the Model T, and like that was the first, and it stuck around for about 20 years. So like like he said 1908 to 1920 something. That was about fucking Model Ts, man. Assembly line fucking cars. I'm really curious
So
about this.
Model T was a 4-cylinder gas
Four-cylinder.
engine.
Fucking there it is. How far back do gas engines cars that go then?
So I mean, technically, gas engines go back as what was it, 1908?
Oh wait.
So they figured.
Oh
the
no,
gas-
1907, because the first gas engine car was a Japanese car.
Oh.
Unsurprising there too. Unsurprising there too.
Shocking that the Japanese beat us in a technological advancement. I mean,
No fucking way. You don't say.
they fucking do it everywhere else.
Listen, they
telling
got
you,
fucking they got toilets that talk to you nicely and kiss your ass while doing it too.
With
So
fucking
it's like-
bidet, with fucking bidets and everything, dude. Like,
shout out
telling
to
you.
Mike
Listen,
J.
don't
the bidet
shout
man.
out to Mike.
I was
fucking
about
J,
to
dude.
say, don't diss Mike J and his fucking bidet, okay?
Listen, I
Part
learned
of
a
his
lot.
morning
I learned-
routine.
I still need to fucking get one of these fucking things. Like, I feel like I should be pampering my fucking booty hole a little bit more.
You should try
You know what I mean?
You should try one of the sample ones at IKEA.
What do you mean a sample one? What the fuck
No,
does
just
that
sit
mean?
just sit at the toilet at IKEA and just shit in it.
It's fucking, God damn it. It's like going into a fucking Home Depot and just
Just go in there, man.
dropping a fucking deuce
Just go
in
in
the
there.
toilet. God damn. What is- wasn't that like one of the stunts on Jackass? Like on one of the movies where they like went into a fucking hardware store
Yep.
and shit in one of the
Yep.
goddamn toilet. Like what a fucking dickhead
Yep.
thing to do.
Yep.
Like
Yeah,
who,
but
who does that shit?
that was my week in
Go find you
review.
a nice high, like a 5-star fucking hotel
Yeah.
where even the fucking lobby bathrooms have them. So that way you don't have to pay for a night at the hotel to use the bidet. Just fucking go in, act like you're fucking gonna be a guest or some shit. Take a shit in the guest toilet.
or just do an upper decker just to be a dick, like whatever, like whatever.
Let
I mean,
the
just
bidet-
remember, the bidet is not just for cleaning; it's for helping the flow happen.
Yes.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. So anybody got anything else for the week before before I show off the greatest hits?
Yeah, so I'll try to be relatively brief. I've got a real quick review for fucking Top Gun fucking Maverick. All right, which I said I was probably never gonna see, but goddamn fucking Tom Cruise fucking pulled me in again. Okay, and this son of a bitch put out another good movie. And as much as I really am very displeased with some of his policies and stances in life, mainly revolving around, a certain church that might be related to the theology of science, right? But yeah, and
You mean that one that everyone keeps on dying mysteriously?
yeah, and it's basically been
Hey,
proven
Jake,
several times
There's
over to me.
people
Just
in
like,
black masks behind you. Be
oh
careful.
my god,
Yeah,
just like,
and the founder just made the news just for
that's what I'm saying, and that's what I'm talking about. So as much as I want to
Somebody needs
freaking
take
hate,
the fucking bleep button away from John.
no, he was very smart to do that. I don't we don't have a lot of money here, dude. I got money for lawyers and having people show up at 3 a.m. on my fucking doorstep asking me about my crimes.
we're gonna have to hire
What are
our
what are your crimes? What are your crimes? Well, fuck, dude. Get off my fucking front. Go. You're in the wrong neighborhood, bro. Just leave. Okay. So, anyways, sorry. The son of a bitch did it again. Okay. Top Gun Maverick was nostalgic. Had a lot of fun watching it. Was honestly, this was one of the few times I really, really, really wanted to be jaded, cynical asshole Jay, and really just make fun of / hate / find every goddamn detail wrong of anything I possibly can. And the movie really didn't give me a chance to do that. And because I grew up on the original Top Gun, so being an 80s kid, and all that, the nostalgia factor hit. And then of course, the veteran feels fucking, kicked into fucking, kicked their afterburners on, at a couple junctures of the movie. So
Yeah.
Real quick, I'm going to give fucking Top Gun Maverick I really wanted to hate this movie. Top Gun Maverick is gonna get a fucking throbby, veiny 7.5. That was a solid fucking flick. I really can't talk a lot of shit. Like Tom Cruise fucking did it again. So here I am on my knees, just fucking taking it to the face by Tom Cruise again when I fucking don't want to. You know what I mean? So yeah, that's fucking Top Gun Maverick. And then just a couple of nights ago, I got on the Game Pass. I've been bored. I've been looking for a fucking new game to play, for the love of God, and I keep fucking hearing about this one goddamn game, and it's called High on Life. It's centered around the creators of Rick and Morty. So if you're a fan or if you're familiar with the TV show Rick and Morty, the voices are all there. The same people do the voices. There's a lot of the same writing, and this is just really just a very bizarre kind of like space themed, game where it's a first person shooter, but it really revolves around the characters talking, if that makes sense. Your pistol that you hold in your hand as a first person shooter is like the voice of Morty. Okay. And it talks to you. And as you go through the game, like it talks shit and like it gets really funny. Okay. So I have it on the lowest difficulty setting. It's basically, it's what the game calls story mode. And it's basically just easy to like win basically. But I'm going through this story, and so far it is very funny. I am having a lot of fun. The only thing I can say on a downside, I don't really see a lot of choices creating any different outcomes in the game. So this game will probably only get played once ever. So once I'm done with this game,
Yeah.
I'll be entirely done with the game, like just with one single playthrough. I haven't seen a reason yet. It's fun. This is one of those games where if you're having a couple of glasses of Joe's $110 bottle, or if you've maybe imbibed fucking one of John's fucking take you to Saturn fucking cannabis fucking pre-rolls, you know what I mean? This would be a really fun game to fucking play, because that is what I'm kind of getting out of this game. If you're a fan of Rick and Morty, you will probably like really enjoy it. On Jay's
and the Rick and Morty humor.
It really does, and so it lists back and forth from kind of the bizarre humor to like, wow, that was really fucking dark. Like, holy shit, you know what I mean? And you're kind of like sitting there like, oh my god, you know what I mean? Like, so yeah, like like one of them is like, yeah, I'm not gonna, I don't want to say, and it's kind of like giving away spoilers. Like, they say some funny shit. So yeah, on DD214 Gaming's 10-inch scale, I'm gonna give this game a fucking. On the first playthrough, I'm going to give it a fucking solid fucking 8 out of fucking 10, dude. This is a fucking winner. This is definitely a fucking winner. 8 out of fucking 10 for High on Life. Written and voiced by the creators of Rick and Morty. So that was fucking, I'm not all the way through the game yet, but I am enjoying it. I'm enjoying playing it. Again, only downside, and that's probably why I lost 2 points like really, really quick, was I don't see myself probably replaying it once the game is over. So yeah. Great game though. Great game. I am actually having fun. Found myself chuckling a couple times, like, which is, rare for me sometimes, you know what I mean? When I'm playing games, like I don't, it's nice. It's nice to have a video game make you laugh again. You know what I mean? Like, it's nice. So yeah. What you got, John?
Well, shit, man. Well, for those who haven't seen the best of yet.
Oh, here we go.
We're gonna let you watch it right now. Gives us a chance to just take a breather real quick, and get to laugh with us. But this is the best of DD214 Gaming. Let me make sure I'm getting the right tab up in here. All right, and a 3 and a 2 and a.
Can I say it? Can I fucking say it? Time to saddle up the horses, pilgrims. I just wanted to say that once. It's his.
This is how rumors get started.
Listen, and you know how I see this? Go on Google Maps.
You killed my boy.
You okay?
Jesus.
It was at this moment that he knew.
What was that?
Fucked up.
You all right there?
No, we're good. The
Guys,
desk
go
is
on
losing its
Google
mind.
Maps.
Get your shit together.
Get your
Make
shit
this look
together.
bad as a unit.
All of your shit. Get it all together. Put it in a bag.
Just seeing that every time I see him bust out some fireball, it gives me heartburn.
It's either him or it's me. It's one of us that does it, you know. And someone always dies at the end of the night. I mean,
Somebody always fucking dies. Yeah,
I mean, it was just.
Is that not the story of every fireball night?
I think
somebody
it was
always
like,
fucking
Yeah.
dies.
it was
Like
like
that's
I'm pretty sure back in the day, my entire existence left my body due to fireball.
Oh no. Well, I really hope that this isn't going to turn into a moment. So
we always take a chance and we hang out together. that's the scary part.
Somehow it always does. Like the whole, it's all built inside by like the local like structural artists.
Did we really buy Sailor Jerry's last night?
No, you bought Sailor Jerry's. I bought Jack.
Did you bring your Jack?
No,
Are you gonna share the Sailor Jerry's with me?
absolutely fucking not.
This fucking guy.
Us veterans are. So me and Midnight Mass, aka Dickhead, aka Dylan Mason.
AKA, I love hearing you try to
Me-
pronounce Spanish. Like midnight mass with some tortilla sauce. Yeah. I'm sorry, man. Go ahead.
Shut up, bitch.
But
a game called Sex with.
I'm gonna fucking hurt you. I'm gonna
Now-
fucking hurt you.
Now this shit is like,
wait, what was that again?
and
All right.
and
Yeah.
but the one thing about it that's terrible, more terrible about it, is the fact that it.
And it has a molasses flavor to it. So whenever I do it, make desserts or whatever, I use coconut sugar if I want that deep, rich flavor. You know.
Deshaun likes it deep. He likes it deep. He bottoms out. Deshaun
Oh,
Myers
yeah.
bottoms out.
Shit. God damn it.
Yo, what's up, everybody? How's it going?
How you doing?
Welcome.
Hey, doing good. Hanging out, vibing, listening to how he wants to get his feeling hurts for fantasy football, but I
mean,
don't know.
That's the heart. That's the part. I think that's really the part I'm not understanding yet, and I just don't get the actual appeals because, like, how can I get my feelings hurt if nobody's even fucking talking? You know what I mean?
Yeah, I think I just deleted the fuck. I think I just fucking deleted the fucking picture.
Uh-oh. Oh, you fucked up, John. Hope you fucking can find it again.
I got it.
You're fired. Yeah, fire yourself, John. You're fired.
I'll send in my papers today.
You guys ready to watch hundreds of millions of dollars? Fuck.
Jay?
He fucking froze. That is priceless face right there.
Picture. God damn it. God, he's lost like all of that Chili's ass. It's just a joke commercial, bro.
Oh, he's talking about this.
What? What is it? What is it? Yeah. Oh my god.
Okay.
John's a small fucking dude, so if he had to fucking squeeze into a goddamn restroom,
That's what I was thinking. I was
I would be like fucking Andre the goddamn giant trying to go.
Yeah,
in there.
you're the dude pissing all over the floor because you can't fucking
I can't
make
fucking
it
get.
fucking
There's no
toilet.
fucking
Yeah.
room.
I drank a fifth of Sailor Jerry's one night, and when I was in the barracks sitting down playing, I think Battlefield 4 had just came out.
Chris is notionally talking about drinking a fifth. Okay.
Oh no, the whole thing went down. And like I was hungover until like 7 o'clock.
Why is it more palatable? That sounds like subconscious bullshit. That sounds like
Yo, how
fucking
white?
bullshit.
Yo, are they trying to make it so white they're trying to give it privilege? What's going on
I
here?
guess so.
Motherfucker, I'm about to eat brown sugar for the rest of my motherfucking life. All right. Are you telling me the only reason sugar is fucking white is because they bleach it?
It's white sugar.
Because it makes it more palatable. You know, like, are you fucking kidding me?
This scene on the show, Loving. Oh wait, I'm clicking the wrong thing.
Ah.
Hold on.
Hey, that chick's kind of cute.
Oh
Hey,
no!
that's cute.
No.
You.
That chick was kind of cute too.
Where did you get this?
Oh yeah, dude.
It's on YouTube.
Where did you get this?
Finished anyway.
Where did you get this?
The whole,
Yeah, dude.
the whole.
I have never seen that. I never watched the show.
Oh,
So the whole.
get the
So
fuck
it
out of here.
seems
You
to me,
serious, dude?
it took me about 8 episodes to find that clip, but it seems to me that the whole series, Loving, is on YouTube.
Oh yeah.
We went through day 0,
Yeah.
fucking 9+ fucking hours with a butt plug in.
Oh my.
What the fuck?
I am.
It's a what? It's a what?
That's a butt plug. This chick had a fucking kicker. It was electronic. They're not supposed to have any electronics on it. This shit had because it was a vibrating butt plug. And she was charging it in the female babe bathroom.
So do you do it before or after you drink the coffee? Do you need the coffee to kind of instigate the evacuation procedure, or?
Yeah, I mean, I guess it depends on what I ate the night before, but usually I don't wake up feeling like I gotta move. I wake up feeling like I gotta eat. Then I get about halfway through my coffee and I'm like, fuck.
I gotta go.
So then I go, yeah.
Nice.
Soon after, do you hit the bidet?
Just depends, man. I mean, like the classic sense of the bidet is that you use it to clean yourself afterwards, but the truth is you actually use it while you're going to help the movement. Like
Really?
you spray your ass. Well, yeah, if you spray your ass, water's going to get in your ass, and if water get in your ass, it's got to come out. So it's kind of like an enema. It kind of helps move.
So me and John are beating around the bush, and I apologize for fucking jerking you off a little bit. I did security this week in Kansas City.
Yo, ever heard of Jerkmate?
Like anybody fucking listen to the show right now, just like turn their phones immediately off. Like oh.
I broke my fucking leg. Ah. Oh my.
Okay, like that's the only thing I did, and like I know nothing about it. Like you guys make it interesting enough that like I kind of give a shit when you talk about it. Like,
Nope.
Nope.
Yeah.
Well, he doesn't like us.
For real, that's a complete 180 right at the. Bet you won't do it.
Oh hell no!
Oh no.
You stay in there, motherfucker. Let's go,
Full throttle times fucking 10. You better get your ass off the couch, soldier. Get that ass off the couch and get that fucking beach body you've always wanted instead of that fucking bitch body you've always had. All right? Get out there. Let's get a tan this summer, motherfuckers. Let's get motivated. 50 bucks.
Fuck this shit, I'm out.
Dude, you should see the fucking dude. I sent a couple of screen caps to John just to be just to show John like.
Listen. There's a couple things that we need to talk about this. One, are you still eating brown sugar, Jay?
Oh yeah. And then like, well, yeah, like you know, I was gonna say one for me is like, if you want to know like reasons we're going to hell, like
it's because of that best stuff, right?
Yeah, dude.
Our best of episode is a prime fucking example.
Yeah, just like the way we were laughing at that poor kid that broke his fucking leg last week. Like,
yo, that I'm still listen. That shit was so funny. Okay, now I got a couple. Now I got a couple questions. All right, now, and I'm asking the both, and I'm asking the both of you guys. All right,
what you got?
And anybody watching, you know, sound off below in the comments because we need to hear from you. Who had the best story? Which guest had the best story on our show?
Oh my God, that's hard.
For me, I'm giving it to Ronnie J. Butt plug.
Dude, the Ronnie J. butt plug, like the recruit going through fucking day zero Army with a butt plug and like made it all the way through. You know what I mean? Like trucked it on out. You know what I mean? Like
butt plug boot.
I have to admit that by far.
That was pretty impressive.
Like out of at least all the episodes since I've been here, that would be my number one pick. Just because. I mean, in the best of, you hear how bad it had me fucking rolling. Like, you're telling me a fucking boot, a fucking recruit made it through day zero and several weeks after without ever having this butt plug discovered.
Correct. But they had to get it in.
Yeah, but they had to get it in. So now you're telling me on fucking day zero, the day that infamously is no longer the shark attack.
But still, that they still even to what they changed it to, there is still an immense amount of like movement and like
butt plug boot had to have that motherfucker. Like, you want to talk about anal fortitude? Like,
oh my fucking like, anal fortitude.
The elasticity of that anus is fucking amazing. Like,
legendary. Some might say legendary. You know, it is the stuff of legends now. You know what I mean?
Like that is total gold tier fucking weapon in Fortnite. Like,
man. So what?
You ain't ever gonna find an anus like that one.
Now here comes a tough one. Who do you think was the best guest for this year?
I don't know about best. I don't know if I would describe it. You know, best.
Who are your top three?
I really enjoyed the conversation we had with James Burns. I really enjoyed that conversation. Like, that was just a really, you know, everybody was on, you know, the conversation flowed, you know what I mean? And we really had a good time just talking, listening to his stories, listening to him talk. Like, he's one of those guys that just has like a lot of life experience. And sometimes it's nice to just shut the fuck up and let somebody tell their fucking stories. You know what I mean? Because I really enjoyed that. I really enjoyed that. Like,
what really made that a great show and made James Burns a great guest was it wasn't like we were sitting here talking to a celebrity or to an actor or anything like that. It just felt natural, like we were talking to one of the fucking guys.
Like we're sitting across from each other at the fucking bar. You know what I mean? And
sitting across each other from the bar, swapping stories, drinking fucking beer together. That's what it felt like. Yeah. And that's what I enjoyed about that episode. Absolutely. Now, I 100%. Am going to be a little biased here on one of my picks. My episode before y'all extended the invite to have me sit here with y'all every fucking week.
He's his favorite guest, guys.
Just because it was my episode. And then obviously during that episode, I did something in that fucking episode that made the two of y'all think, hey, we need to bring this fucker on full fucking time. I don't know what the fuck it is. I don't know how the fuck I impressed you two crazy ass some bitches. But
I'm still figuring it out too.
I'm you know, like, last contact I had with my head was like, I don't know, like 10 fucking years ago, bro. So like, it's all good. Like, nobody ever fucking knows where I'm at anyways.
So, you know, I've got to throw that one out there just because it went from I was a guest to I sit here with you guys every fucking week for 2 hours,
which is a good story too. So
2.5 hours.
You're not wrong.
Fucking week.
You're not wrong. And I agree. I agree that I'm so glad that since we've had you, because like the mold of this podcast has been like kind of like functionally reformed, because it does kind of like it does take at least 3. Oh, it's a magic number. But yes, it is. You know, like, for some reason, this this podcast can balance, itself. It can balance itself with 2.
Yeah.
But it works way fucking better, and it's way more functional with 3.
It's a musketeer thing. Yeah.
It kind of
And
is.
the thing
It
is,
really kind of
the
is.
thing is, coming in that first episode, producer, co-host, I definitely was like, okay, I'm the new kid in the group. Let me see how I'm gonna mesh myself in. But now I've kind of just gone and I just do it. Like I do what I feel needs to be done.
And shout out to our former producer Joe also, who kind of
worked with us this year. Yeah.
Yeah, and he showed me and John that we kind of do need 3, because it kind of takes 3 to keep eyes on everything we're trying to do.
And he took time with Squillini too to show him some stuff as well.
Yeah.
Well, because I want to add again, like it cannot be stressed or stated enough that when we do our show, we go live once a week. So we have to be somewhat functional. You know what I mean? As far as like we can't just blow this out of our asses. Like and there is a production element to it that if we want to keep it, if we want to keep the fucking range between the fucking left and right fucking Orange fans, you know what I mean? Like in front of us, it does take more than just let's call it 2 co-hosts. It takes more than that. Like there needs to be more stuff going on, and it's very hard to do it. We've made it work and we've balanced it before, but it's very hard to do that with only 2. Like for all the stuff that we want for not only ourselves but for our viewing audience. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So like
and after that, I know we're talking about favorite guests and whatnot, and I'm still kind of stuck on me saying me, which, like I said, it's biased
it's okay
to a
to love
sense, but
yourself.
at the same time, look at the content we've gotten after. Look at the content the community's gotten, our listeners and viewers have gotten since the decision of everybody putting bugs in John's ear, and then John talking to you, Jay, and then John coming to me and being like, yo, Squillini, you want to join the show? And me just saying, fuck it. Let's see what fucking happens. I've told John several times, I'm actually looking at trying to do more podcasts. I'm enjoying doing podcasts now. And it's just, this has kind of sparked an interest in me.
I want
kind
Jay
of like
to have
streaming
his own
sparked an
podcast.
interest in me.
I want Jay to have his own Roadhouse show. That would be fucking crazy.
like, I mean, I
do
could
like
probably
a
do it.
45-minute fucking episode.
I would have a lot of episodes if I did like a Roadhouse throughout my whole life. I have stories for days, obviously, but like, I don't know how long I could make that last before I would have to like start questioning whether or not like I want to even talk about some of the nights.
It could be a limited series.
Some of the nights that I've had are like nights that I like. It's probably better if we just don't talk about it. You know what I mean? Like, and when
we all have had those. At
Yeah,
least I know I
and it's
fucking
like-
have.
A 6-part series, Jay's Roadhouse.
That sounded really weird.
It was meant to be. I mean, well, for me, I love when Justin Lutz came on.
That was that episode was a lot of fun.
That was
We
fun.
had a lot of fun
I had
on
a
that
really good time. I had a really good time, obviously, with Pablo Martinez, Chris Patterson. Oh, but look, I have to break it down to 3. Number 3 is Yumi and Lore. Number 2 is Crazy Ace TV.
Absolutely.
Crazy. And it was the first time someone has ever called you out and finally spoken to you about fantasy football. Which was actually funny because Crazy Ace was that was fucking hilarious.
Speaking of which, I can do a final review on fucking fantasy football. It's fucking like the football season is over, and like in my league or whatever, it's like, or this like last week.
Well, who won?
I don't know. I have no idea. I don't know. Fantasy football sucks, dude. It's the dumbest shit. Like this is literally the dumbest shit I've ever fucking done in my life. Okay,
Yeah.
so like I have no love for like. I will never again fucking do fantasy football. I'm deleting the fucking app as soon as the fucking season's over. Like I will never again. Like that is that like I have no idea. Like I don't fucking get I don't get it. I don't get any of it. And
Yeah.
it's stupid. It's
Yeah.
fucking dumb. They like especially like Nobody interacted with each other in the league. Like I don't know what the fuck people do. I don't know what the fuck people do this for. It's like Dungeons and Dragons for fucking football nerds, except like it's like the really lame kind that doesn't even get you into fucking like more into football.
Yeah,
I don't even know. Fuck, dude. Fuck fantasy football, dude. Fucking lame. Like fucking lame city, dude. Lame central. Like just go, dude. Sports betting is like fucking legal most places now. Just fucking, if you know who the fuck's gonna win the game, like call somebody, put $20 on it, all right, and buy your old lady fucking like a couple extra drinks when you take her out fucking this week, okay?
Yep.
Like Jesus Christ.
Kind of pissed
like,
I didn't bet my neighbor on that fucking Dallas Eagles game last weekend.
Oh my god, fantasy football is so fucking stupid.
Well,
like this is the like dumbest, like worst, like I don't even have a fucking review for it. It's like literally like just a flaccid.
Yeah.
Like I just got out of an ice bath that I just got my kidneys, I just got my kidneys removed, from like some fucking organ thieves. You know what I mean? And like that's about how big my fucking dick is after fucking fantasy football this year. I'm so disappointed. And to know that it's like so widespread. I'm clearly the outlier here. Cause like I don't get it. Like I literally like don't fucking get it. It was fuck fantasy football, dude.
Fuck fantasy football. Well, I got something that may blow your mind. I have
please do.
11 articles that cannot be made up in 2022. Number 11, and this is from allthat'sinteresting.com. Number 11 is polar bears on the Russian island of Kolyuchin started taking over abandoned buildings.
Nice. Okay.
That's actually pretty cool.
Smart fucking bears.
Number 10.
Are they at least waving the Ukrainian flag?
Yeah, like have they
developing story.
Breaking news. Breaking news. Polar bears came out spray painted fucking blue and yellow, bitch. Like they claimed it for Ukraine.
The next one. A new study reveals that mushrooms communicate with each other using a 50-word vocabulary.
What? Wait, what?
Maybe people on shrooms fucking do that, but
yeah, I mean, I can do that with if me and Joe both ingested like some psilocybin right now, we would be doing that like I don't know, like a couple hours from now.
Well, they're saying that they're able to transmit electrical pulses to one another, and that's how they communicate.
What are they calling? What are they calling words? Yeah, thank you, Joe. What are they calling words?
It doesn't say. It's just a small article, guys. I don't know. The fungal vocabulary.
You mean I gotta read
they say
a small article, probably like the person whose penis that wrote it.
You know what that means, Joe? You have to read the fucking study. You have to read the actual fucking
study.
It
says we found that the size of fungal vocabulary can be up to 50 words through spikes of electrical activity using fungi.
Well, I mean, I know some people that are about like fungi that only can speak about 50 words. So,
yeah, half of them. Let me keep that to myself.
Most of them live in New Jersey.
Like they never made it back from the fucking ghost world fucking that one time. You know what I mean? Like they didn't. I mean, like they made it back. They made it back, but they didn't quite make it all the way back. You know what I mean? Like, and that's like, yeah.
Number 9 is a Guinness crowned the world's tallest domesticated cat, an 18-inch Savannah cat named Fenrir.
That's a badass. Badass name. Fucking
no. First off, that is a disgrace to Fenrir.
Why?
That is the fucking wolf from Norse mythology.
Yeah,
the one that about took fucking Asgard down.
Yeah, but like it's the biggest goddamn house cat in the fucking world, though. Is that what
it's a fucking Savannah cat. It looks like a damn leopard.
Yeah, it's fucking. That's a perfect name for it. It's goddamn like it's that's Fenrir. It's not a fucking dog. Yeah, I mean, again, it's not from the canine family. And I'll give you that one. Yeah.
You could hold them like a baby.
It's a good name.
Yeah,
strong name.
I had a buddy. That when I was in the service, him and his wife had 2 Savannahs. Romeo and Juliet were their names.
Nice.
And when he got orders to go to Germany, him and his wife actually asked me if I'd take their cats for them because they couldn't bring them to Germany with them.
So like we got a new cat this year. like unfortunately, and in this year, like amongst many other things, like Nikki's longtime cat passed away, unfortunately, and we got a couple months later we got a new cat. His name's Oliver. He's really cool. But like, do you want to know what like the best part about Oliver is?
What?
He's got this. He's a black cat, but he's got like a white underbelly, and on his face, I swear to God, it looks like a fucking dick and balls, dude. It's fucking perfect, dude. I'm gonna have to like take a picture of this shit, dude,
Well,
and send it to you, John, so you can like fucking edit that shit in.
A sad story about Fenrir. Fenrir died in the house fire.
What?
In 2017. So.
Oh, that sucks.
Actually, 3 cats: Arcturus, Cygnus, Sirius, and Fenrir all died in the house fire.
Yeah, I got to give the owner props on goddamn naming abilities and fucking not props on giving your fucking pets an exit in a house fire.
This one is actually kind of controversial. An Indian couple sued their son and daughter-in-law for $643,000 because they wouldn't have a child. Not even going to touch that one, but that's the news.
Oh, shit.
Yeah. A wild elephant trampled an Indian woman to death, then attacked her corpse at her funeral.
Hey, man. Hey,
yo.
What the fuck did you do to piss off the elephant that fucking
don't
bad
piss
that
off
he
an
kills
elephant,
you
dude.
and then tries to kill you again?
Dude, I've seen a video where like an elephant turns a dude into a fucking tube of toothpaste, dude. Like they will not, like elephants will smoosh you, like literally smoosh you, like
I mean,
like we smoosh bugs, right? Like smoosh.
I mean, I don't doubt that, Jay.
They
I'm
have
just trying to figure out what this
elephants
lady
have
did
long
to piss
memories.
this elephant off so much
Elephants
that
have long
he
memories.
killed
Do you
her.
wanna-
And then on the day they were burying her,
Oh no! Wait a
tried to
minute.
kill her again.
No, wait a minute, because you see,
Dude,
I'm not. I can't
tell
even
me,
sit.
don't tell me, dude. Like our species attacks people at funerals sometimes. Okay, so like, don't tell me that elephants are not above this shit.
Wait
okay?
a minute.
I'm not
Wait-
saying that.
Oh, are you
Wait a
not?
minute.
Like, don't.
No,
come on.
I'm just
What?
Wait a
what
minute.
I'm
wait a
trying to
minute.
figure out. Because when humans do it to other humans at funerals, usually there's gang, mafia, some kind of fucking cartel movement going
Or
on.
it's the Punisher coming out the
Hold
coffin.
okay, hold the fucking
But-
phone. What has our species been doing to the elephant species? These motherfuckers aren't fucking stupid, dude. Like
ripping out their tusks.
ripping out their tusks for like fucking what? Like millennia? Fucking
Okay.
millennia at this point. You're like using them for like
Valid-
battle
okay.
wagons and shit. Like,
So
dude,
now we have
fuck
fucking
no.
elephant gang on human gang violence
That's
going on.
what
Is
I'm
that what we
saying.
got going on?
I'm pretty sure that's exactly what the fuck
Okay.
it is. Because if I was the fucking elephants, I'd form a goddamn gang too, and I'd be like, "Fuck the humans, dude!" Like we'll fucking just take over our
There's-
goddamn reserve here. I'm sorry.
Anti-human elephant.
I'm
No,
sorry,
you guys-
John.
wait a
John,
minute.
go ahead. John, go
You
ahead.
guys
I'm
got to
sorry.
listen to this,
I'm
though. It
sorry.
said,
I'm
one
sorry.
day while drawing water in Odisha's district, 70-year-old Maya Murmu's life was cut short by a wild elephant that appeared suddenly and trampled the old woman. All right? She unfortunately succumbs to the injuries, and her grieving family began to prepare for the funeral. There was one uninvited guest who came with a herd. This very same elephant that killed Murmu came with a larger herd in tow, and the elephant rampaged the funeral, knocking her from the funeral pyre, trampling her body for a second time, and tossing it, and then running off.
What the fuck?
So yes, it
They
is.
were able to
It was
finish.
elephant gang on fucking human fucking problems there. This motherfucker killed this bitch, came back with his gang, and then killed her again.
Yo,
Yo, SA, you done came into the wrong savannah.
Motherfucker. Like you fucked with the wrong elephant, dude. Like God, what the fuck? That has me asking questions like what the
See, and then part of me is like, John, where the fuck do you get the time to find these fucking articles?
what did
Like,
what did you
what the
like,
hell are
what
you
did
searching
do?
over there?
How bad can you piss off an elephant? Like what did you do, lady? What did you do to that?
Yo,
elephant?
she was
That
70
was what
years
I was
old. She
fucking
did
asking.
something. All right, the next one. The
All right,
Cambodian
next,
government had to beg people to stop picking ultra rare penis plants.
Wait, what? What is this one?
The Cambodian government was told to stop picking penis plants.
What's a penis plant?
Oh, wait a minute. That's not the.
Oh, did you get the picture in the podcast chat? I sent a picture of Oliver's dick face.
That's the penis plant.
Huh? Really?
No, he does kind of have a dick face. Look at that.
See? Yeah.
Yeah, but that's the penis, the Cambodian penis plant that people had to stop telling people to stop picking.
I don't, what are they picking it for? I don't understand. Like that looks like that only like vaguely looks like cock. So it was more. I'd call that the condom plant more than anything.
It is called a penis fly trap. The phallic blooms are so popular for tourist selfies. Plea for asking people to stop picking the plants for photos. What they are doing is wrong, and please don't do it again in the future. Thank you for loving natural resources. It's a low-nutrient soil and relies heavily on its pitcher to draw prey, which, when it drowns with its digestive fluids, giving the plant the nutrients it needs to survive.
Huh.
Penis plant. Next, a Harvard scientist said he believes a meteor at the bottom of the South Pacific houses alien technology.
Bull fucking shit. Where like what? Please read some of that. I want to hack this one to fucking pieces here in a second.
He's saying that a small meteor broke through Earth's atmosphere and fell into the South Pacific Ocean. It now rests on the sea floor in countless tiny pieces. He believes that there's technology there. The ideal scenario is that in any addition to tiny fragments, we would find a piece of an advanced technological device. I would love to press a button on such an object. It says that he theorized that the 2-foot meteor originated outside the solar system.
2 foot?
2 feet. 2-foot meteor.
With alien technology.
Yeah.
And something that he wants to press a button on.
Yeah.
How much fucking dude? What was fucking dude? Shrooms. This dude never made it back from the ghost. Never made it back from the ghost world.
Deep dive on that later when
edible. That dude's fucking inhabiting the ghost world right now.
All right, we're almost done. A 500-year-old mummified goatalope was found inside the melting glacier.
What did you say? Go to what?
Goatalope.
What is that?
Its skin was still intact.
Is that when a cantaloupe and a goat fuck?
I guess so.
Goatalope. Yeah. Or a jackalope and a goat. Even though jackalope doesn't get antelope and a goat.
Oh, we're coming into the end. Peel Island off the coast of England put out an open call for a new monarch.
Who's this?
Some country.
Wait, God, slow down, John. Slow down. Wait,
that is the most descriptive answer we are ever going to get from fucking John. While he's looking at the fucking article, some country.
If this ain't a fucking in addition to being a gaming podcast, if this ain't a fucking veteran podcast, I don't know what is. Like that's basically like the most non-answer possible. But
yeah, so it's Peel Island off the coast of England. It's an old crumbling castle with a 300-year-old pub.
Is Peel Island its own entity? Because I've never heard of that. Like as far as like anything, especially off the coast of England, like that wouldn't. What are they asking for now?
A monarch. That's it.
That's confusing.
Oh, wait a minute. It says that they're looking for someone to be the king or queen, but they must also swear an oath vowing to be a good smoker and drinker and give anyone found dead on the sand free refuge in the pub.
Oh fuck! Wait, where do I sign up for that shit? Is that all?
I just want the free refuge in the pub, but I don't want to be found dead in the sand. Because being found dead in the fucking sand defeats the purpose of having free refuge
being in the pub.
I can live, but I can live in a fucking castle and just fucking like smoke and drink.
That's what they want.
Well, what the finger fuck? Like,
But remember, in order for you to use the pub, you need to be dead.
Brought to you by Peel Island.
We're going to Peel Island, baby.
We're
Fucking
us,
Peel.
all three of us, just sitting around a fucking table in a goddamn castle, smoking and drinking.
Fucking 2023 Peel fucking Island. Let's fucking do this shit.
Number 2. A $1.5 million prototype floating home toppled into the water at its unveiling ceremony.
What kind of home was it?
It was
the
sea pod.
Titanic of homes. That's what it fucking was.
Hang on, wait a minute. I'm about
What
to
it
see if
sounded
there's
like.
any footage. Hang
Exactly
on.
what it sounded like, Joe. Thank you.
It was a floating house that toppled over at its unveiling while it was in the fucking water. It was the Titanic of fucking homes.
Literally.
Guys,
Is there video? Do you have a video?
I have the video.
Oh,
We
let me
need the fucking video.
Oh man. It's gonna be fun. Are there people in there?
No fucking wonder that shit toppled.
Holy shit!
Are there people in there? Like what?
I
Like
think there's people under it, Jay.
Jesus.
Wow.
Did that fucking
So-
thing like
so-
flip over or what?
Hold on, real quick. I just want to point out the major design flaw in this. Back up for a second. Pause it right there. You see how it's top fucking heavy?
Well, yeah, and there's only one support. There's
Yo,
only one
what the
support.
fuck is that?
Well, it's supposed to be floating, right?
Aliens.
But well, okay, hold on. This is supposed to be floating, right? Is that a floating home or is that a freaking? I don't fucking dude. I don't. Why
It
would
says
you
it's
even-
supposed to be floating.
Why would you even like? Okay, first off, like there's so many problems with this. You don't want to live on the water. Like God damn it, dude. Like what? The fucking
the
hubris of humanity. The
the
hubris.
fucking design flaws with that
All
fucking
of it.
entire structure.
Fucking all of it.
All the
God
weight
damn
was
it.
on this one little cylindrical fucking column.
That's all it takes to fucking
Yep.
if one thing fucking whatever, dude.
The motherfucker was top heavy like a son of a bitch. What did they
John-
actually expect to happen once they put people in it?
John, I'm getting triggered. Can you go to the next one, dude? Like
Number 1. I'm actually kind of triggered too because who would build something like that? And who would want to live in something like that too on top of water?
I'm
Aliens.
kinda
The aliens that have their technology at the bottom of a fucking ocean somewhere.
I'm glad. Yeah, right. Like I'm kind of glad it toppled. This is one I was like,
You want? I know exactly what type of people would fucking live in these things. You know the fucking
that's right.
those motherfuckers.
That's exactly right. You're exactly fucking right. I fucking heard that loud and clear.
And number 1. You ready? Spelunkers descended into a sinkhole in China and found an entire forest at the bottom.
Forest.
I just want to mention how childish my brain is and how just saying the word spelunker is hilarious.
I mean, we've all.
I learned it from Batman.
Hey, man, we've all done some spelunking and caving in our fucking existences. You know, once in a while, like it's yeah. It's an old hobby.
Dependopotamuses, anyone?
It's an old hobby of mine.
Let,
You know?
let me see if I can find this real quick.
What do you need all this tech for, Mr. Wayne?
I've definitely
Spelunking.
I've definitely found myself exploring caves,
Deep dark caverns a time
Cavern.
or two in your life.
Yeah. Yeah. What do you got, John? So what
Trying to-
like what kind of fucking trees are they? It's a forest, an underground forest. That doesn't look underground though. Like, why is there
It
sun?
doesn't look underground to me either. A preserved ancient forest inside of a sinkhole. There we go.
Okay. Okay. Interesting. Oh, I see. Because it's undisturbed. Yeah, it's been undisturbed since the sinkhole happened.
Oh.
Since before the sinkhole. So it technically at one point was completely covered, non-existent. Nobody knew it was there.
Right.
The sinkhole happened.
Yep.
People went into it. I wouldn't necessarily call it spelunking at this point.
Nope, we're not spelunking. We're just jumping into a giant hole that millions of people have been to before. You know, it's like not an unfamiliar story for some of you.
I mean, I've got a couple ex-wives I could say that about.
Just saying. Just fucking saying, dude.
Well,
now I'm going to send all of them this episode once it goes live, just so they can hear me say that.
Well, guys, look, I just want to say it's been a hell of a year. We're recording this in 20. We're recording this in 2022, so but it's kind of cool to kind of look back at all the, you know, we had really good accomplishments. We had a lot of good guests. We went through 2 producers now. And you know, and that's gonna be a funny running joke too, you know.
It kind of is. I'm already getting fucking the drummer and goddamn Spinal Tap vibes, dude. You know
we lost one Joe and got another Joe.
And they all got to be named Joe too. Yeah.
Don't worry, everybody. I'm not getting replaced.
We love you, Joe. We love you.
No, honestly,
they're gonna have to hide me in an undisturbed fucking forest beneath the sinkhole for me to get replaced.
No, honestly, man,
you've done a very good job.
It's been really good to have you on, to have a different perspective than I do on the show and stuff like that. So
I also want to make note, you know, like anybody that can put up with like you and me, John, is fucking like worth their weight in fucking gold, fucking silver, gold, silver, platinum, fucking like adamantium, you know, titanium, whatever fucking precious metal you fucking want. Like they're worth their weight because simply by the fact that they have enough patience to like work with you and me. You know what I mean? So
the challenge is more you, Jay, than it is John.
Hey, listen. We don't need to. You know, Festivus. You know, already occurred. We don't need to air. You know what I mean? But I mean, you're probably not wrong though. I mean, surprise. Like, yeah, Jay wears his heart on his sleeve and fucking cries a lot. What are you gonna do? You know,
Jay cries.
No, not like that. When I cry, I usually just like yell and get fucking mad at things. You know.
Yeah, but so
or says he's getting triggered.
Or says I'm getting triggered. Yeah, there you go.
You know, but guys, make sure that before you get into the countdown here, right? It's time, everybody. 5, 4, real quick, my New Year's resolution is I'm gonna stop smoking cigarettes. What's your New Year's resolution? Yep, I'm gonna try. Jay?
More patience and better organization.
Fuck, I haven't even really thought of fucking about my damn New Year's resolution. I mean, my big thing's going to definitely be getting back into enjoying my hobbies and work-life balance.
Hell yeah, man.
Because these last several months, it's gone down the shitter. Lost everything. Haven't fucking streamed since management changeovers at work. I went full time and then got promoted and then got promoted again. So I'm definitely this year I'm planning on getting back full swing into everything. And there are several projects in the pipeline.
I definitely want to echo that because in addition to you know, being more organized and having as much patience as humanly possible in my day-to-day life. I've been like, I started reading again, you know, which I used to be very passionate about reading, you know, and it took until like this year for me to like start getting back into it. And eventually like that became like, I used to write a lot, and that's something that like going back to like stuff you used to enjoy and literally just taking just a little bit of time for yourself to like enjoy stuff that you used to really enjoy, you know, like that's healthy. That's very healthy.
Absolutely.
And that's the big thing is, you know, I haven't streamed. I still play my video games. Whether it's the Xbox in the living room or my Nintendo Switch, I still have my games that I go to. The thing I like with the Switch is if I'm sitting there in between meetings and I've got a little downtime, I can still play a fucking game while I'm at work. Just in between shit, just quickly pig out a couple matches and fucking Smash Bros or something, beat up on some fucking kids.
Yeah.
Go back to work.
Right.
I still have my stress relieving outlets and I still use those. It's just getting back into doing what brought me to you guys, what brought me to the attention of the DD214 Gaming Podcast, which was, you know, I'm a veteran, I'm a streamer, I do content creation, and the only content I've been putting out for the past several months is this. I mean, I've completely stepped away from all that other stuff, mainly since the fucking name change. Because just my motivation just went down the fucking tube after fucking Disney did that shit.
Well, and you know what? But that's sometimes it's I always fall back on it's not a bad thing at the end of the day to be humbled and to like have to like take a step back and like realize like where true progress really lies is that we're you're moving forward regardless of how far forward is on a day-to-day basis. You know what I mean? As long as the progress is forward, you know what I mean, regardless of anything else, you're still moving forward.
Absolutely.
That's kind of like it's kind of like the infantry fucking like philosophy basically.
And
you know
you
what I mean?
speak that. And these 4 notebooks right here, what I've been doing, even though I haven't been putting out my content like I was or anything, these are all plans, ideas, projects I'm putting into motion beginning of the new year.
Good. Very good. I look
not
I
a single
forward to
fucking page empty. Everything's full with different things I'm going to be doing. And that's just, that's the thing. I've got to, because of having that veteran combat brain, I have to keep myself busy.
I don't necessarily fault you for that. I
respect it.
Absolutely. Well, and I just spent my first, functional year, my first calendar year out of the army. And there have been challenges as far as like, going back to, kind of civilian life and just kind of like transferring like different methods and modes of dealing with, humanity, and there's nothing wrong with that. I'm far from the first to do it. It's not one of those things. It's not one of those things that's anything new. They warn you about it the day you go into basic training. And it's the one thing that you kind of like take for granted. I took it for granted. Like I thought, my transition into the Army might've been a little bit easier because I was already 29 years old. It really wasn't hard for me to like functionally transition into the Army once I was out of training because I was already almost 30. Like I went in a lot later than like most people.
You were more mature than most people you went to basic with.
Oh, absolutely. And then especially like the second time around when I reclassed, I mean, fuck, I was 33. So I mean, I got to do basic, functionally twice, and I was 33 that time, and that was like I was literally the old man in that one. Like I was the fucking the old dude, but I was able to like, pass on what I already, the knowledge I already had from the Army, including knowledge from having a year in Afghanistan. You know what I mean? To the guys that they were in basic training, and they're
the guy at basic and AIT with a damn combat patch.
Well, they got stuck with a fucking reclass like me. Yeah, and fucking those poor bastards, But they got I like to think that I fucking did what I could to freaking assist their journey, transferring from like civilian to military. But when I got out, it was so easy to like overlook a lot of the challenges that you face, especially when it's like the first few months, the first half year, the first full year, you know what I mean? Like it really kind of blindsided me. And I hate to say it, like you are warned from the beginning that it'll be a challenge and that's like,
I've been out since 2014 and I still struggle with civilian life daily.
There's just parts of it. It's not necessarily a bad thing. It's just that like the military does kind of reshape your worldview. And because of that, when you go back to the world, you're like, oh,
The fuck
I know
is
what the,
this?
I know what the fuck that is. Yeah, you know what I mean? Like, yeah, like, what's this? I know what the fuck that is. You know, it's one more thing coming to fucking like butt fuck me with cactus, right? So like, I'm not gonna put up with it, right? But like, but you can't do that every day, you know, and
Well,
you
see,
can't.
and that's one
You
thing
know?
I try to explain to my missus all the time, like with work. She's like, I don't understand how you and my boss, who's 22-year veteran, Green Beret, fucking was a weapons sergeant, first sergeant, all that jazz. She's like, I don't understand how you deal with certain things. And it's just that's the way veterans work. Like some of the shit that we have to deal with at work, we have to just let roll off of us. If we were in the military, we wouldn't, because there were ways of dealing with it.
It also depends on fucking circumstance too. I mean, it's like, I always told my Joes, like, circumstances dictate situations. So if it comes down to like, you've got a choice between A and B and you have to make a decision, it's like, well, if you have to make a decision, you just fucking make a decision. And you hope you make the right one, but at least you made a fucking decision. You're not gonna sit there full of like inaction,
and that's one of the biggest things that some of my colleagues struggle with. Some of the team leads under me, they struggle with, because we empower them to lead their own teams. We empower them to make decisions, because that's what, as veterans and as NCOs, was done to us. We were empowered once we got that leadership responsibility, make the decisions. If you fuck up, you'll get in trouble for it. We'll fucking move on. Everything will be fine and dandy.
That's the whole point, is the moving on part. That's like, we're still moving forward. So like, and that's why at least you made a fucking decision. So like, don't be afraid to face the fucking day. You know what I mean?
Might have been a dumb one after the fact, but you still did. You did your job.
Everybody fucks up once in a while. Like, holy shit. Like if I hadn't made mistakes in the field, I wouldn't have known what to do in Afghanistan. You know what I mean? Like that, like the transference in the Army was like real time between fucking training and fucking doing it like, and play, you're playing for keeps basically. And, and then when you go back to the world, whether you've done combat time or not is really irrelevant, because the mentality is there. The mentality is this constant. It's the threat is real, and you have to operate as if the threat is real at all times. And then it's hard. It's really hard to come down from that, even when you're out, when you're not going to get a phone call at fucking 3 a.m., when sometimes when everything's okay. And sometimes that's a hard concept for the veteran. You know what I mean? If we're talking about like the archetype, the veteran, that is a hard concept. Just to know that things are okay. Just to know that things are okay. For one fucking night, things are okay. And it's hard to it's even hard to like to hold on to that, because you're still waiting for the fucking sirens to go off. You know what I mean? Like, you're still waiting.
Exactly.
Still fucking waiting,
So,
and in saying that, this would be the perfect time to segue into the final thought.
All right. Is it my week this week, John?
It is your week.
All right. So technically for us, it's going to be the last one of the year, but for you guys, it's going to be the first one of the year. I want to wish everybody a very, very happy new year. I want to thank you guys for joining us for the last 365 days. Okay. Normally I ask you guys, for 168 hours. Okay. For this week, I'm going to ask you for another 365 days. I want to see you guys next year for next year's freaking New Year's podcast. Whatever day that might be.
It's on the 1st. Next year's we should probably just do a midnight live show.
I mean, we could.
New Year's extravaganza.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
let the ball drop, fucking go live right after we kiss our significant others and fucking move on.
I'll do that. I'll do that on screen. I mean, it's all good. Like,
we could literally talk about this all year. But yeah, go ahead.
But no, I just this week I'm going to ask you guys for 365 days. If you're having your issues, okay, it is okay to freaking reach out. I want to encourage everybody. Call your loved ones, call a homie, call a friend, okay? You can call the National Suicide Hotline, *988. You can call the 1-800 number, which is 1-800-273-8255. That's 1-800-273-TALK, okay? I want to let you guys know I have called that number personally, okay? They have licensed behavioral health specialists there ready to talk to you, okay? You don't have to be suicidal. You don't have to be homicidal. If you just need to fucking get some shit out and you have nobody else to talk to, it's fucking 3 a.m. and you've got a goddamn fucking steam drill fucking going into the core of your brain and you can't just fucking let go. Fucking call somebody. We need you here. Okay? We need you in the fight. You are not done. You're not going to be done. Okay? And freaking somewhere down the road, somebody's going to need your help because you're going to be the one that tells them how to freaking find the path that leads back to the light. All right. We love you guys very, very much. Okay. We're happy to see 2022 pass into the sunset. We're happy to see 2023 rise. All right. All right. So let's let the sun rise, and let's enjoy the next 365 days. Let's learn how to live again and have fun. All right. It's okay to enjoy life. It's okay to smile. It's okay to laugh at stupid jokes. All right. It's fucking New Year, you guys. Let's fucking celebrate. How about it, John?
It's
Joe?
a good year. It's gonna be a good year, guys.
It's gonna be a fucking good year. I'm gonna light up a fucking stove and fucking celebrate the new year. Gentlemen, it has been a fucking pleasure. I love you guys very, very much. Joe, John, you guys are fucking amazing, and thank you very, very much.
Happy New Year!
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much, and we'll see you in 168 hours.
Have a happy New Year, everyone.
Happy New Year.